The best food is one that will pull calcium out of the arteries and deposit that calcium into the bones. And I will tell you various options. My name is Dr. Story. I've been a doctor of chiropractic for over 28 years. I'm going to give you realistic information based on my experience and based on the scientific literature. This is stuff that you can actually use and implement in your life. I'm not just a guy on YouTube that's doing all these videos and coming up with these things where you need to spend your entire life harvesting your own food, and it's so complex the way people describe it. Because I'm actually in practice, I see real patients throughout the day. I know what works and I know what doesn't work, and I know what's realistic that the average person can implement. So I hope these videos are valuable for you. Here's what you need to know. The harder and stiffer your arteries, the more likely you're going to have a heart attack or a stroke. And there's a vitamin inside certain foods that will pull that calcium out of the arteries and thus make the arteries more compliant, softer, more pliable, and reduce your blood pressure and reduce the risk of a heart attack or stroke. There's a test you can ask your doctor for called a coronary artery calcification test, where they look at how much calcium is built up in your arteries, particularly of the coronary arteries of your heart. And the vitamin that assists your body from removing that calcium and placing it into the bones where it's needed is vitamin K2. Now, what food can you eat that naturally has vitamin K2? That would be cheeses, chicken breast, meat, and egg yolks. Those are the most common that I will eat. There are also vegetarian options that are available to you, such as sauerkraut, fermented vegetables, and natto, which is a Japanese soybean. Now, for many reasons, people will not eat these foods, either because of taste, or they're on a specific diet, or they have high cholesterol and they're afraid of eating certain foods, or they just ethically don't want to eat many of these foods. There are other options, and that's where supplementation can come in. Now, when you shop for vitamin K2, there are two types. There's MK4 and MK7. I would personally recommend, and I recommend to patients, to take MK7. The reason why is it's got a longer half-life, it's stronger, and it will work better in pulling that calcium out of the arteries, softening your blood vessels. And you can take any brand that you want or you feel comfortable with. I will put a link down below in the description of the one I personally take through all the research that I've done. I've basically come to the conclusion that there are a number of good brands out there. Eventually you choose one, so I'll let you know what I chose. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I have an Amazon account, so I'll let you know how to find it on Amazon. But if you want to get it in any other way, you're more than welcome to do so. Vitamin K2 is something that you really should add to your repertoire in trying to improve your health, because there's nothing more important than reducing the #1 cause of disease in America, and that is heart attacks and strokes.